Council is aware, back in 2003, service area assessment was conducted by Civic Technologies, which is a firm that specializes in data analysis, and they proposed the expansion of the Montrose Branch Library. To give you some idea of the usage there, they had about 80,000 items that were borrowed, and about 72,000 people walked through the door in 2005-06. Montrose does not, it has a very, very small teen space. It's basically one small row of books for teens. It does have a meeting facility, however, it's small and it's very difficult to have PowerPoints and those kinds of things there. And there also has been a desire expressed from the folks in that area of town to start a sort of local history collection for the Montrose Crescenta Valley history. So having a small space to begin a sort of special collections.
I'd like to see if I can get some information with regard to moving the library and perhaps a site like a Rockhaven, which is currently sitting on Honolulu Avenue and is a historic site, and would provide perhaps adaptive reuse of that facility for both library, classrooms, an expanded library, classrooms, site for a historical center, and park space, which would leave the existing library and fire station site for an expanded fire station if council chooses to go that direction. It would still leave the parking site, Lot 8. It would also provide an opportunity, should council choose to look at that, to provide a retail use for a portion of that lot. And there has been an interest expressed in bringing something there like a Trader Joe. Basically what we're talking about is you look at that area with some various opportunities that could solve a variety of problems. An expansion of a fire station, an expansion of a library, and at the same time satisfying some needs in terms of retail, and an adaptive reuse and preservation of a historic site.
So if we went to Rockhaven, right now, what's the asking price on that?
It's hard to know, Mr. Weaver, because at the time many of us last looked at it, the market had not gone soft. On top of that, there are issues there in terms of use, in terms of the
Right.
you know, in terms of the mature oaks and the historic preservation issues. The other point is that a new use of that Lot 8 in itself could generate income.
It'd be a land swap.
I like the idea of looking at another location, and especially the Rockhaven site, because I think geographically it's going to absolutely serve more clients by moving it a few blocks west.
I agree with two of my colleagues. I think looking at that site is a good idea.
But let me say this in terms of Rockhaven. We sometimes have an opportunity as city council members and something sort of drops in our lap. That's the single best thing this city council can do, is to purchase land when it becomes available. And so I'm for buying that Rockhaven site, whether it becomes a full-scale park or part of a library project. So that's number one. Number two, that fire station where it currently exists, I think that is the ideal location to either build another fire station or rehab the one that's there now. And then number three, across the street at that Paradise Ford is an empty lot that I think has a lot of commercial value, and we can get an excellent tenant for that site, and the city will not only realize a lease value, but will probably also be able to pick up sales tax, et cetera, and it will anchor that side of the Montrose Shopping Center. So I think we have a good opportunity here with 3 different properties to do something of significant value for the city. have the opportunity to purchase Rockhaven. Then we have an ability to recoup some of our investments with that lot across the street with the Ford dealership lot in terms of a commercial venture with a grocery store, etc. And for me, we should do that once and for all. And I think financially it works out. It's not this huge amount of money. And one of the reasons is that, like I say, we have an ability across the street from the current fire station at the Ford dealership to literally make some money.
The last facet of the plan included using a city-owned parking lot to create a new retail anchor for Montrose Shopping Park, with the idea that it would generate the money to renovate Rockhaven through the sales tax.